Hi guys, it's Ross, hope you're having a great day, and today I wanted to talk about the secret to healthy foods, and unhealthy foods in fact. Right guys, let's get started. I'm going to finish off by finishing about living and dead foods, but before I start with that, I just want to talk about this. Now look, multivitamin tablets are obviously a healthy thing. Now, I generally read food labels. If there's something on there that doesn't, or that you haven't heard of before, and if it doesn't sound like a food, it's probably not a food. For example, here we've got gum arabic sucrose, and we've also got silicon dioxide. We've got microcrystalline cellulose. I can't even pronounce the one. Hydroxymethyl cellulose. And then you've got all these E numbers, and that's in like a multivitamin, which is obviously supposed to be healthy for you. So they can go a bit in straight away. There's less. Actually, I'll get it back out just to read it. There's less. Just to check I'm getting my facts right. Yeah, there's less vitamin C in this than there is in half of this tangerine. But yeah, so that just shows you what use these are, and yeah, like I said, if it doesn't sound like a food, it's probably not going to be a food. Diet Coke. In here you've got aspartame, which is the modified poo of E. coli. What does E. coli do? E. coli kills you. What do you think its poo's going to do? It's been proven to be a carcinogen, so to be honest, I just wouldn't touch this stuff, although I do. It's kind of an addictive thing. But yeah, it's obviously not good for you. If you are going to have it, try and limit the amount you do have it. It's got all sorts of stuff in here. Penwelethicin, S-flumica K. It's got aspartame, obviously. It's got some caramel flavoured E number. Yeah. Doesn't sound very good. Now, this is, oh actually, I'll move on to that in a minute. Things like canned tuna. You've got loads and loads of heavy metals in here. You've got mercury and aluminium, and you've got all the heavy metals in there. Aluminium's not heavy metal. You know what I mean? All the like dense metals that have been like dumped into the sea. These are full of them. Let me just ingredients: tuna, fish, tuna, water, and salt. So that's the only ingredients in there. But just be careful of the pollution that you get in there with the heavy metals. Barium as well, I believe, is one, and that's one of the chemtrail ingredients. Peanut butter. Now, I was surprised at this because I would have thought it would have been full of chemicals. There's actually hardly any chemicals in there. All it is roasted peanuts, rapeseed oil, sugar, palm oil, and salt. So yeah, not too bad. Is it in date even? Yeah. A lot of this stuff I pulled out of my my preps. Now, with my preps and stuff, I don't worry about chemicals and stuff. Flour. Any white flour you get, it's bleached. They've poured bleach in there, so that's got chlorine and all that sort of stuff in it. So it's not that good for you. You'd expect it to be good for you, but it's not. There's no ingredient information on here, which is there is calcium phosphate. Calcium phosphate. Heard of that one. I don't think it's to be eaten. I'm sure that I've heard of that in science. Right, you've got pastas like this. This contains flour, so it's got the bleach in it. It's not mentioned on the ingredients list. All it says is semolina, spinach, and tomato. I suppose that's the colouring they use. So it's pretty good pasta. Not got that many chemicals in it. Rice, as far as I know, they don't bleach it. However, is the one thing I don't quite know is the are brown rice and white rice the same plant? And white rice is just bleached. I don't know about that, but as far as I know, rice is good. It's about the same level as pasta on your sort of health level thing. What was I going to talk about next? Butter. Here's a butter dish. Ooh, almost all gone. If it's solid at body temperature, which butter is, it's going to clog up your arteries. That's basically it. If you think of it, look, it's like that at room temperature, which is almost body temperature. If you sort of plonk it in your hand like a dob of it, it might melt a bit, but it's not going to melt that much. So if it's not melting at body temperature, it's going to stay as a solid in your arteries, and that's when it's going to clog up. It bonds with this is where the things about meats and fish being bad for you sort of comes in, the protein debate. I'll leave a link to that video below. That's what causes artery blockage. It bonds with the protein and then gets stuck. But yeah, that's for another video, and in fact I've done the video already, so I'll leave it in the description box. Right guys, finally, this tangerine here, they say you should be having 5 a day. It's more like 25 a day. It was 5 a day back in the 40s, but now, because of all the pollution we've got, all of the crap we're dumping in the soil, all of the chemtrails and everything, this tangerine, is a fifth of the mineral value and the vitamin value that it was 10 years, in the 40s, during the war. So really, you should be, that 5 a day was first thought up during the war, and the government have kind of, and all the sort of health agencies have kind of stuck with it. But eat every single vegetable and everything that exists now. Obviously, organic vegetables are better. I think they're only about half of the value of wartime organic vegetables. But yeah, the amount of genetic engineering and everything, even if it's not, they say it's not GM, it's genetically modified. For example, bananas, loads of bananas are naturally straight, but farmers engineer them to be curvy because the European Union, you're not allowed to sell a straight banana because it doesn't qualify as the standard product. So yeah, that's a fifth of the nutritional value it was 70 years ago. Not good. Yeah, living in dead foods. So I want you to sort of think about it like this. This peanut butter is dead. Look, this is living. This is still living. If you put it in a bag and close it off completely, you'll have condensation inside the bag where the orange has sort of been breathing. Not breathing as such, but it's still circulating air because this is living. The best way to eat your food is to quite literally go up to the tomato plant and put your mouth around it while it's still attached, and then pull it off in your mouth because it's alive until you eat it. And I think it's the second law of thermodynamics. Energy can't be created or destroyed. So if that energy, if that thing's living, and if it goes inside you living, then you're going to get the full potential of the energy. So the newer it is, the fresher the food, the more nutritional value you've got from it. And I believe that if you eat a fruit or vegetable within something like a day, half a day, is it a day? I think it's a day of picking it, you're almost at that wartime vegetable level of nutrition. I mean, this has been sitting around now. It's probably came in from Africa or whatever. So this is probably about 2 weeks old, although it doesn't look 2 weeks old. This was probably picked 2 weeks ago. So that's gonna be like a tiny, tiny amount of the nutritional value it was when it was originally picked. This is not a living food. It has energy, but not any sort of living energy. A good way I like to think about energy is to do with lightning. If you think about it, lightning is the same sort of shape and distribution. It gets thinner at the ends and it kind of jaggers out like vein, like the vein and capillary structure, and energy kind of travels through that. I like to think of energy like a like food energy, as like a liquid fuel that you can sort of drink. And I know that's kind of like what the Life Regenerator likes to think when he's like plugging down like big pints of carrot juice and stuff. And it's like living fuel. So basically anything that's been dead for more than, everything that's not 3 weeks fresh is going to have virtually no nutritional value whatsoever compared to its original state. So yeah, that was basically the summary of this video. This is the first one in the Secret 2, the Secret 2 series. Hope you enjoyed it. Next one, I'm not sure what it's going to be about, but it'll be coming very soon. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.